This part for our superficial muscles here, they're right on the surface. You don't need to cut anything. But let's go ahead and walk through them. Can I have your pokey? Yeah, that'd be a lot better. Thank you. So, the one that comes all the way down, lowest on the chest, this is your xiphi humerales. Okay, this one goes all the way underneath and it connects into the humerus. And think about it, the very tip of the sternum, it's called the xiphoid process. And so xiphi humerales is connected to that, running all the way up. You go one more up, and this is actually a pretty large muscle. This is the pectoralis minor that I've labeled as number 2. And right above that, you're going to have this sort of triangular one. That is your pectoralis major. Right above that, you're going to have this sort of straight strip connecting from the center out into the arm. This is your your pecto antebrachialis. Ante meaning anterior because we're near the head and we're on the ventral side here. Again, going from the middle to the brachialis, the triceps brachii, which are muscles in the upper arm. Then along the shoulder here, you are going to have the clavicobrachialis, which is connecting into the clavicle, and again going into the triceps brachii. So that's it for the chest muscles. It's really, really helpful. Orient yourself by locating one of the really obvious ones, like number 5 here, which is our brachioradialis, or probably the other really obvious one is your palmaris longus. So let's go ahead and go through this. So here I've got labeled as 20, that is our brachioradialis. And if we kind of pull that back, we've got number 21, which is our extensor carpi radialis, again going down into the radial bone. This weird shaped one that kind of looks like an elongated pear, it starts off kind of wide, tapers down, that's your pronator teres. And then you've got these 2 small muscles followed by your palmaris longus. So these 2 muscles here are going to be, so our 23 here is our flexor digitorum profundus, and the next one is our flexor carpi radialis, again followed by the palmaris longus. And as we rotate this guy around, number 26 here is our flexor carpi ulnaris, and as we go to the other side here, the one labeled 28, which you'll see a little better from the other side, is your extensor carpi ulnaris. So the flexor carpi ulnaris, extensor carpi ulnaris, and that's it for the medial. Again, I would go based off of your coloring book. We're going on the lateral view. Again, orient yourself and then sort of count and go in. So on the side, you will see this muscle here that we saw from the medial view, the brachioradialis. And going in from there, you'll see, again, muscles that you saw on the other side. So what's labeled here is 9 and 10 on the coloring book. That is going to be what I've labeled here as 31. That is your extensor carpi radialis. Again, it's seen on both sides. You're just seeing the back end of it because it kind of wraps around. Moving into the next one, this 32 here, that is your extensor digitorum communis. The next one over, there's actually a couple muscles there, but I've labeled it as 33. That is your extensor digitorum lateralis because it's on the most lateral side. And then again, you find yourself at the your extensor carpi ulnaris and your flexor carpi ulnaris. So again, pick how you want to orient yourself and then know them going across. Okay. So again, use the coloring book. It's much better at this than the other guide. There is a bit of a trick to knowing these. What you're going to find is there's trapezius. There's 3 types of trapezius and there's 3 types of deltoid, and they match. And they go in the same order. So I'm not going to start with those yet. I'm going to just do a couple upper arm muscles here. So the one labeled number 10 and number 11 in the coloring book here, I've got number 5 and 29. So this one here is our triceps brachii. Both of them are. This one on the back is our long head. This one in the front is our lateral head because it's on the most lateral side. Okay. So that's it for the upper arm muscles. We'll do the upper arm muscles, but in another video. I'll focus on them. From here, coming down, you did this when you did the chest muscles, but that is our clavicle. So this one here is our clavicodeltoid. Okay, so that's one of our deltoids. The next one in right here, that is our acromiodeltoid. So clavicodeltoid, acromiodeltoid. And then this one labeled as number 9 heading up towards the spine. That is our spinodeltoid. So clavico, acromio, spinodeltoid. Okay, all of them deltoids. You're going to have that reflected on the top here. We have our clavicotrapezius, and then this one covering the scapula, that is our acromiotrapezius, and then this one coming up towards the spine, that is your spinotrapezius. So again, clavico, acromio, spino, CAS. Okay. There's a couple other muscles here that we're going to point out. Number 1 being this one here, running from the shoulder down into the back of the arm. That is your levator scapulae ventralis, or on the ventral, where it lifts the scapula. So levator meaning lifting. So there's that one. And on the side here, there's this big long muscle. That is your latissimus dorsi. And I think that's it.